I've been doing this every week for several months now. But one by one, I'm taking all my Nintendo games out. Just carving out my little piece of history. Right? This is not the stuff that you see on Wikipedia. This is my experience with that game. Now, there's some games where that's harder to do than others. Deadly Towers. What can you say about Deadly Towers? That game's terrible. I did the best I could. But this one we got. Alright? This is Double Dragon. Is there not a more iconic game for the Nintendo? That's not a first-party game. Double Dragon. So cool. So, my favorite game of all time for a very long time. From childhood up until recently. I think I just gave Quake the crown, but River City Ransom was a favorite of mine for a very long time. Everybody knows River City Ransom now, but in those days, it really wasn't the case. I knew like 2 people who knew about that game. Nobody in school had ever heard of that game. If you found somebody who dug Nintendo games, River City Ransom was not even on their radar. So when I played Double Dragon, I found it interesting that the title screen music, the theme that people know and accept from Double Dragon, was copy-pasted and found in River City Ransom. You go fight the twins, and the combat music in River City Ransom is the title screen music from Double Dragon. The title screen music plus a little like interlude melody piece that you don't find in this cartridge. Good stuff. As for the gameplay, I mean, you guys know what Double Dragon is. A lot of punching, a lot of kicking. I never quite understood why in this game they felt it necessary for you to earn stars to unlock techniques. I always thought that was kind of weird, and I was glad that they got rid of that in later games. But there's a way to cheese the system in the second level and get your stars all the way up. So it wasn't that big of a deal. Another thing I hear people complain about is the lack of 2-player simultaneous play. Even the MS-DOS version of Double Dragon's got 2-player simultaneous. Weirdly enough, I don't know if I guess I was too young to ask those kinds of questions when I played this as a kid, but it didn't really bother me as a kid. We had other games for that. We had River City Ransom. That was we had River City Ransom, we had Contra, we had Dr. Mario. I was good. Later on I started asking that question, but when I was playing this game, getting the impression, and it was carving out history, I was okay with it being single player. Double Dragon 2 I didn't play until later in life. 2 and 3 not till much, much later. Those are good games, but I'm trying to remember if I played them in my teenage years at all, or if it was when I was an adult. I don't know. Double Dragon was one that we had as a kid, back when games were 20, 30, 40 plus. I don't know how much it cost, but... And mine was from J. Case. Sorry, J. Case. And it's in pretty good shape. Apart from that somebody put Sharpie. You know what's funny is I never even tried to get rid of that. I wonder if I could get like a Clorox wipe or something and get it off, or if it's coming off on my hand. Is that coming off? Not really. Yeah, a little bit. Oh well. That's Double Dragon. Oh! I completely forgot about the battle mode. The battle mode in Double Dragon. It did have 2 players. That's why it didn't bother me as a kid. Because we would do the one-on-one battle mode. And that was fine. Was that the first one-on-one fighting game I ever played? It might have been. Because I played Urban Champion on the Nintendo. That's a one-on-one fighting game. But I played this first. I played Karate Champ on the Nintendo. That was a one-on-one fighting game. Better one than Urban Champion. But I played this first. It was good. I never understood why when you play against the computer, they decide to jack the computer's life all the way up. That seems silly to me and pointless and kind of unfair. Especially since all you could do is these canned one-on-one exhibition matches. It wasn't like there was a tournament ladder for you to fight against. But what a game. A feature that was absent in the later Double Dragon games. Go play it if you haven't in a while.